Hi, hello, happy new year everyone. I know it's been a while since I put out my last video, but we're working on consistency here. It is a new year, so I am feeling a little more motivated to post on here. So for my first video, I thought I'd talk about my journal ecosystem for 2026. This is my stack here, and truthfully, I have already been using this for 2025. It has completely evolved since that last techo kaigi I put up in 2024, I believe. The plans I had for 2025 did not go as planned in the best way. I really had, a revolutionizing year for my journaling in 2025, which was amazing. And I think I do owe it to my Sunny's schedule book, but we'll really get into it. So I have one journal planner, one traveler's notebook-ish that I made for myself. And then here is my most prized possession, Louise Carmen. It is stacked, as you can see, and I love it so much. I know it looks like a lot, but I do use everything, which I am surprised with myself as well, because I tend to not use each notebook to its fullest potential. I think in 2025 I just completely stopped putting rules and limiting myself. I just really took out all the pressure in making it pretty and making it organized. I just used it as I saw fit, and that has completely helped me in really using the notebooks I have. So we're gonna get into my Louise Carmen first, and then we're gonna get into this because this has my planner, and I wanted to also want to talk about the planner that I'll be using for 2026. So here we have the Louise Carmen. It's beautiful. I think this is the military green. I have not oiled it yet, which I should soon because it has been 6 months. I have my initials here, and then we have my notebooks. I did like a brief video on TikTok about each notebook, but I guess I'll just dive in a little deeper. So right here I have my Moleskin, the soft cover. This is my journal, scrapbook, memory keeping, whatever. I started this when I turned 28 last September, and this is 28. I wanted to document everything that has contributed to my year as a 28-year-old, if that makes sense. A lot can happen, a lot can change, and I think this journal is just going to be a way of me to keep track of and just really know what has helped me evolve and change and grow in the next year. So I started this last September when I turned 28. I have my letter to myself, my future self, and then here, Mary T, record your life, write it all. I wrote down a quote. And then here is a me at 28 currently, what I like, the hobbies, dreams and goals. I wanted to put a picture on here, but I haven't gotten around to it. I will. Here I'm putting my bingo. I did do like a 2025 bingo, but maybe I want to do a birthday bingo instead. I have one right here, a draft, so we're working on that. And yeah, so everything I put in quotes. It's not a commonplace, it's just lyrics that have touched me on here. Yeah, that's the kind of journal it's gonna be. I used to journal like this back in college and high school, like drawing and trying to capture the moment. And I think that's the main purpose of this journal, is to be present with where I'm at in this life and capturing each moment with the feeling, the image if possible. I'm not the best drawer, and also with words. I'm not the best at words. I journal a lot, but I'm not the best at words, but here I am. I'm going to try. And next we have my commonplace-ish notebook. This is the Louis Carmen notebook that comes with the journal cover, and I wanted to use it right away, so it became like the journal, just a normal journal. And now I think I'm trying to make it into a commonplace notebook, which is not doing so well. Maybe commonplace, but more so like a reading journal. Yeah, it's just random. This is just a random notebook, but it's good to have a nice random notebook inside a journal, in your journal ecosystem. Next we have the Kahir notebook. I use this as a summer journal because I wanted to feel whimsical. You know, I made a whole bucket list and journaled about it. It was fun. I didn't finish the notebook like I wanted to, but this summer was honestly really fun. I went to Disneyland for the first time in California, and we went to Comic-Con. It was fun. And now it's just church notes and all that. So next we have another, I think this is the last of the stack. This is another Louis Carmen notebook. It is just the blank one. I use it as an idea notebook. So any idea I get, I put it on here. I just want a place to gather all the ideas that I have. I was putting some thoughts into my Sunny schedule book, my planner. You'll see later, but it was just a little too much. It was getting lost in the sauce. So I just thought this was perfect for me to just put ideas in, and hopefully these ideas will be executed. That's my plan. See, techo kaigi. I guess I'm executing it. Yeah. So this is my idea notebook and my church notes, and then just a random notebook and my journal. So this is my whole stack in my Louis Carmen. Shout out to my brother-in-laws. They went to Paris and they got this for me. I don't deserve this, but I'm using it to its fullest potential, I'm sure. I love it so much. And here are my little trinkets. This one I got, this evil eye I got from my best friend. This shark tooth is from my brother from years ago. I still had it. It was on a necklace, but the string was kind of deteriorating, so I couldn't wear it anymore. The ink was kind of transferring to my skin. And then we have this turquoise bead that used to be part of the earrings that my dad got me. They were my favorite earrings, but I lost the one pair, so I turned it into this charm. And also I have this this treble clef that my best friend gave me as well. So this is a very much customized to my preference. My very favorite. I think this has been life-changing for me, a traveler's notebook. You don't have to buy a Louis Carmen or Paper Republic. You can definitely make one for yourself, and I have made one for my best friend. And I'm going to make a B6 size because of these two. I have my planner here and then my journal here. This is just a brain dump journal, so let's start with that first. Here's my brain dump journal. This is the Stalogy. I started this in February of 2024. Oh wow, 2024. Are you sure? Maybe not. 2025. And I still have a long way to go, which is fine. You know, I've also stopped forcing myself to finish a notebook before the year ends and just continue to use it. It's fine. I don't know. I guess as you get older, you don't care for that as much. But if that's how you want your journal ecosystem to be, then that's totally fine. That's up to you. I think in 2025, I just really catered my system to myself instead of following someone else's. It's good to listen to advice, and it's good to, you know, see what's out there, but to completely adopt someone else's system will not work for you, or that at least that's what I've experienced. Once I learned to trust myself and what I want in a system, it kind of flourished to what I have now that I could actually use and that I'm happy to use. And I won't waste any notebooks or journals, you know? So here is my Moya Moya Noto. I was planning to do all my like brain dumping journal in the moleskin, the soft cover here. Like I wanted to consolidate just journaling and memory keeping all in one journal. But you know, there are just some things that you just need to dump out, and I also really, really love this paper. There's something about this Tomoya River paper with a fountain pen that just makes me want to write a lot. So I got myself the B6. I was really hoping the B6 had the smaller grid like the A5 does for Stylogy, but it's fine. I still love it anyway. So this is where I just write anything. If I'm mad, if I'm sad, angry, usually I put it on here. And then if I'm happy, I'll write as well. Anything. I do try to open this every day. I just couldn't let this go, I guess. I guess this is like, I found my holy grail for journaling, and this is it. This is the notebook. Shout out to Stylogy. Love your paper. As a lefty too, it's the perfect paper compared with the Iroshizuku Pilot ink. No smudge. No smudge. It dries really quick. So as a lefty, this is the perfect notebook for me. And then we have my other most prized possession. This is the Sunny Schedule notebook. So let me just take this out of here. Oh, uh-oh. I don't know where. There we go. This 2025 was my second year using this, and that's when I really, really, truly learned how to use it for myself. I don't know. There's just something about this simplicity of this planner that just allows me to use it and use it for my benefit. So we have the monthlies. That's just my usual. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a line in the middle where it allows you to separate your days the way you want it to, like work or personal or morning and evening. I think I do morning and evening because my work doesn't really require me to be scheduling things on here, so completely personal. And then we have the weeklies here, which is what I use a lot. Look at that. It's a very well loved planner. At a point I was just documenting everything, thoughts, all that. Like, yeah, thoughts and ideas were coming on here, to-dos, and it was really getting filled to the point where I would forget the ideas, so that's why when I received the Louis Carmen, I made that idea notebook. But also I started doing bullet journaling in the back, because we have the Sunny Schedule book has a section of dotted pages where it's numbered, has an index, so you could basically, the daily, I guess, journaling would be on here, but I use it as a commonplace / list making / bullet journaling. It just evolved into whatever I needed at the moment. So when I see, this is me journaling thoughts, commonplacing. It's everything. I was budgeting, Christmas present planning. I was trying to build a commonplace system. I just don't know, actually. I still need to figure out commonplacing, but probably in like my own way, I will figure something out. But that's what it has been. I do have some left, so I could have used a little more. I think I was holding back a little bit because I didn't want to run out of paper, but now I know I will not, and there will still be enough space for me to put my thoughts in. So as I said, this also has like goal. I don't use it well. I'm not very good at like goal setting. Am I the only one? Because I really am not good at that. Maybe I just haven't found the right system for me. Then there's a book list that I where I list down the books I've read so far in 2025. I read 9 or 8 books. That's still okay. 8 is fine. My plan was 13, but 8 is okay. 8 out of 13 is still pretty good. Then we have a watch list where I write down movies I've watched. I watch a lot of movies with my husband. And then here's the 2025 bucket list, which I'm not going to be doing in 2026. Instead, I'm going to be doing the bingo card because it's basically the same. And then, yeah, I don't use this much. Yeah, and then in the back there's just private stuff, so I'm not going to open to that. So this is my second year of using it. Here is the first year I used it. And so far nothing has really changed on the layout. I think the only thing that has changed is the paper. I forget what exactly changed, but I think they're using their own Sunny paper now that is similar to the Tomoe River. I really did see the first year I was still figuring things out. And then for 2026, I really wanted to consolidate everything into my Louis Carmen. So I thought I would get an A5 sized slim planner, which would, the one that fit perfectly that I have used before would be the cheap techo. I was already set on doing that, but I really just couldn't let go of this because I just love it so much. And if it ain't broke, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So just so happened that my brother was flying in from Japan, and I asked him to bring the 2026 Sunny Schedule book. So here I have it. Oh, it's so pretty. Last year I got the green one. I can't find it, but now look at this really cute. Like, it's, what would you call this? Light green, pistachio. Beautiful. And I've already looked inside, and it doesn't look like there's any difference in the layouts. It's still the same. You still have my wish list over here, the goals, the map, my book list and watch list, spot list, my shopping list, my treasure list, and then all that. And the monthly still looks the same. Here's the year in a view. I also really love this layout for me. I don't know. I love how the pages are filled. And this is where I put birthdays and plans. There's also a small line, like distinct line in the middle, so you could divide however you want to use. I plan to do birthdays on one side and the other just plans for the year, because I do want to make more out-of-state trips this year and visit some friends who are all over the country. So then we still have the monthly with the line in the middle as well. I'm going to still use it the same, morning and evening. Or maybe I do some like knitting stuff on the bottom. Knitting plans, maybe. The months, yep, look pretty much the same to me. And we have the weeklies. The weeklies, I don't have a set layout because I use it according to what the week calls for. So if I really need to focus on something, this bottom is just the plan for how I'm going to be focusing that week, my intentions. Let me see if I could get. So here, like, I put projects of like what I'm working on with knitting, and then goals, putting routine, always prep the night before. I put on a habit tracker. Sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I just put a random to-do list. What I do a lot though, what I do a lot of is I put a focus and then I do a fun. So things I want to focus on that week, fun things that I want to do that week. And I think that's how I might be doing it. But in this section would be to-dos. I will also maybe just document what I did that day or what happened that day, just in case. Because this year I'm not doing the 5-year journal. I might. It's just so expensive. I forgot to buy. So it's okay. Things happen. So I'm just going to probably document. And then on the bottom here is I leave this section for things I'm going to do after work. I end work at 3:30, so I'm at home by 4. So 4 to 8 is sort of like my magic hours where I get to do what I want to do and need to do. So that's where I focus on not being on my phone and doing things like knitting or random hobbies, reading. I like to kind of visualize what I'm going to do after work in this section. So if you see on the bottom, there's also a distinct line here. I don't know why there isn't on this side, but here definitely on the right pages there's a distinct line. This gives you the freedom to just section everything the way you want to, because even here there's like a dot here where you could draw a line if you want to, and then you'll have morning, afternoon, nighttime, the days sectioned the way you want it. So I think one time I've also put in lines over here, so each day it's just going to be an extension of the day. And then we have our dailies over here. I mean, I call it dailies, but I think this section is gonna be my bullet journal / commonplace. It's just nice to have it handy in one journal. And because there's an index, so I just need to figure out a system on how to divide, or like the legend. I still haven't figured out the legend that I like, but we'll figure it out. That's the beauty of, I think, journaling is that when it changes, when you need it to change, you can change it. There are no rules. You make the rules, and that's the beauty of it. So yeah, here there's also these tab sections where you could put the tabs. I don't think I'm going to be really doing that, but actually it might be very helpful to know where everything is. So yeah, I will do that. Like as it goes, I will tab it by the month. This is going to be my journal for 2026. I'm super excited. I'm going to update this journal cover because I got some leather, red leather, for me and my best friend. I'm going to make a trifold journal for the both of us. We just love the basic size, so I thought I'd make a trifold journal just like the Louis Carmen. It'll be perfect. I'm so excited for this year. So what are you using for 2026? I want to know. I feel like I know all the journals and planners, but you know, there's new ones coming out recently. So I want to know what everyone's using for the new year and what your goals are for journaling wise. My intentions for this new year for journaling is to capture the moment as soon as I can. No matter what, in any way, it doesn't matter. You want to draw it, draw it. If you want to write about it, write about it. That's my intention for this 2026. Sorry, that's my doggy. So, I do have a lot of plans for this YouTube channel. I think I changed my name to Hannah of All Trades because I wanted to focus on the many hobbies that I have. So I hope you stick around, subscribe, like, and comment. Comment down below what journals you're using this year. I will post every Sunday, so hope that you come back again on Sunday and join me in my channel.